sitting there watching. I know you'll see me in a couple of months, but I gotta talk about my section in the purpose of the bad guys. Because you might recognize me from the first review that I was here with my gang right here. And they're right here. You recognize us. We're the bad guys. And this, we're just gonna sit here and do absolutely nothing. Because we're good now. You might as well deal with it, because we're gonna change this movie called The Good Guys in The Bad Guys 3. So, excuse me, I'm gonna go sit down, relax with my bad guys, and I'm gonna enjoy the review. Now give us what you got! Okay, that's one way to start a review. You ready? I don't know, it's just about what I'm gonna talk about in my section. Oh, don't worry, you'll be fine. Are you sure? Yep, I'm sure. Okay then, let's start the review then. Alright, let's go. Okay, we're ready? Alright, I am. Alright, so let's begin. I'll explain that in section for him soon enough. What are my thoughts on the review? What are my thoughts on the first Bad Guys movie? Like it. Moving on. So now we got the sequel. Even though we were supposed to review Naked Gun, but we are gonna review this one first. Because why not? So, anyways, here's our review of The Bad Guys 2. The Bad Guy. You know, I find it weird. They never once used that song in the movie, but only in the trailers. Weird. That could have been perfect for the title of the movie. I don't know. Anyways, here's our review of it. But since the sunset is approaching, let's not make a mistake what we did with Happy Gilmore 2. So here's the story. So what's the story? Well, the bad guys are good, and they're gonna be good people from now on. And the funny thing is, they don't. Like, Wolf is not used to it, everyone else just likes it fine. Snake is in love with a bird, and they were, and afterwards they get to the bad girls, which is called the Bandits, 3 Bandits, or whatever their name is. And mostly the majority of it is just them trying to do a heist, and then trying to make the big heist all the way up into space. And that's where the majority of the movie is. So what are my thoughts on the story? Literally, this entire movie is like Ocean's 11 type of movie. It's like it's one of those heist movies where, I like Garfield, where they plan out the whole heist. Almost the whole movie was legit them planning the whole thing. And there's really nothing else for me to say, so, yeah. It's just cool. For a story, it's not really the greatest, but anyways, it's a heist movie. You're gonna see the heist, and you're gonna see it in action, and you're gonna see how it all plans out, and how the old setbacks happen, and how everything will work out in the end. And spoiler alert, it does. Oh, let's talk about plot twists, because I mentioned in the last movie, there's like so many plot twists, so let's talk about all the plot twists. So let's hear some spoilers. So we got spoiler. Grits and Paul is the governors of Grits and Paul, which the 3 knew that, and now everybody knows it, because she got exposed, and now everyone hates her for it. And welcome to 2025. If you're a governor and got exposed for something, they'll still like you, nonetheless. And that's not the reality we are in. I think we are, but who cares? And in other words, another plot twist is, the bird is with the 3 days the whole time. And Snake still likes him. We're gonna get to the characters. And I'm her. Anyways, more plot twist is that, holy shit, it's in the after credit scene. The gold comes off, and the Petey Pig flies up to space. The car limo was actually a rocket ship the whole time. And the best part of all this is thusly the ending. Spoiler alert, because that's not really a plot twist. When they are gonna have a motivation speech, we're gonna land this planet immediately, a split second, it just cuts them dead. And that was the funniest thing. This is the equivalent to that birdhouse review from that one show. I don't remember what it is. I think, what was it called? Yeti or something? I don't know. In the end, it was a birdhouse review, and the show the inside is just nothing. And this one is kind of similar to how it was cut. They were going to make it out, and then the next cut, they're dead. The end. And there's another boiler. They're still alive. And now they're setting up for the Bad Guys 3 with Men in Black, the animated version of DreamWorks' Men in Black, without Will Smith. So yeah, and the other guy, I don't even know the guy's name. We're getting Men in Black 4 all over again. Yay! So anyways, overall the story is, it's mostly just planning for the heist, and that's all you needed for the story. Well, let's get this over with. Here's the animation. And the reason why I'm doing this is because If you've been on the internet for the past months that I had to deal with for the quote-unquote beam mount style, yeah, this one will not be affected because, yes, it's similar to it, but compared to what I used to do with the beam mount style, it's a bad thing because it looks hideous. But when DreamWorks does it, it's okay because it's DreamWorks and we're racist against Disney. And I don't know. That was a bad example, but it only applies to this for some reason. But we're gonna move past that and we're gonna focus on the animation itself. What do I think about it? I like it, even though it's exactly the same as the original. But I'll give them credit, it actually did some notable stuff with it. Especially with some parts of it when they're doing an anime aesthetic, when they were doing actions. And mostly, that's how I pretty much think it is. And this is obviously awful take, but it is like, compared to, I like this one more than Elio, but I would not compare this to, like, I would compare this to Elio with not this to K-pop because our styles are not the same. We're gonna focus on the beam for both of these because they have the same, similar to it, but that's all we're gonna say. And I know all the people are gonna start saying that our opinion is wrong and we should not accept this as the worst animation in the world, but we like it, okay? We like the animation, we like the action, especially when they're on the trying to get to the rocket ship in the end. All your spoilers, and all the fight scenes related to Diana that used to be governor. Kamala would be a great example of that, but we're not here to talk about that yet. So anyways, overall, I would just think that there's like all the action scenes with them chase scenes, and they get a little over the top, but it gets crazy, and that's why we still like it. But that's all I gotta say. So overall, majority of this was just a tangent about the beam mount art style that we're gonna get a lot of hate for this, and I know y'all are gonna complain about it in the comments, but we're reviewers, we want to hear your thoughts about it. So let's see what y'all think about it. I just want to know what it's about this art style, compare this art style with their designs, and compare to what we have with Disney, and specifically Pixar. I want y'all think about that, and let's see how we don't turn this conversation into a complete dumpster fire. Damn, dude, we really went off topic on that one. Well, there was really nothing much to say about it. Yeah, good point. Let's go with the characters. Well, let's just go through the fine ones. They're right there, but Wolf is Wolf. I like Wolf. Snake is pretty much a downgrade, and I'm going to explain why, because he's now Wovey character for in love with the bird, but we'll get to the bird later. And then we got the piranha, which is just fart jokes, but they still work for the most part. And then there is tarantula, which, funny enough, in the beginning of the movie when it began, it shows how tarantulas just joining in their first ice. So, and yes, it's Aquafina. So please stop hiring Aquafina and hire actual voice actors for once. You really gotta reference that? I had to, because it's Aquafina in this movie. Good point. But anyways, and then we got the shark. It's Craig Robinson, he's good. Good fun. So what about the others? Oh yeah, the commander chief. I think she used to hate him, but now she has a soft spot for them. And later in the end, spoilers, she just now accepted it. She's like, okay, I'll join. We're joining the Secret Agent Men in Black style. And then we have Diana. So don't even think about it. Think about what I know. We're talking about Diana now, and I know how people are reactions to her in the movie. Oh yeah, Diana. Hear me and go! Well, overall, Diana is actually a pretty kick-ass governor, even though she's already, well, she's still quite small, but she's obviously like a great condition, and she's friendly after she got exposed spoilers, and she just now joins the bad guys for probably much forever now. I want to cheap up, we're secret agents now, so, I mean, she's a quite apostle, we might as well accept it, so, you okay? I'll only kill you later. You tried. Good point. Anyways, the guinea pig, whatever the hell his name is, Middleton or something. You really don't know? He's not really into that much. So he's just there just to get out of the plot, to continue with the plot. And he's muscled as fuck. Oh god. And now let's talk about the new ones. The 3 new ones. The cat is, I would not call that a cat. I would call it more of a jaguar. A gray jaguar. A wildcat? That may be it. Bobcat or something like that. Not like a kitty cat that you see with some cats that you see, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna see something like that. But anyways, and the bird is the snake's lovey-dovey boyfriend, and honestly, I think I don't know what to say. So I just weird. Good point. And then we have the giant ass pig. Pretty much out of those three, I like this one more. Cool. So overall, what do I think with the characters? Well, obviously, most of them are the same. And really nothing else. Some of them have a downgrade, and new ones I like them okay. But at least they're there, even though spoilers, they got captured. So yeah, I know there's some more, but I think we got the rest. So now what? Were you gonna apologize for what I did? Nah. Okay. I don't really understand. You really had to hit me with that thing. Yeah, slap me because what I said here means. Well, obviously, we need to be professionals because this is a review, not like one of those hear me out cakes that we do on Valentine's Day. We never did one. We didn't do one for the other channel? I don't know. Overall, what do I think about the bad guys too? Honestly, this is pretty much a worthy sequel to the original. Is it as good as the first one? Yes, but is it better than the first one? Not really. It's just on par. It's not, I would say, I would just switch between one or two, but I kind of like lean towards the first one more, but what you're gonna do? They're pretty much, they're both enjoyable nonetheless, so. Because the story, it's just a heist movie. Compared to Garfield's, much better. This is much better than Garfield's movie. And then the animation, yeah, B-Mode style, but who cares? I like it. And this cactus is mostly the same with some downgrades, but Diana is a great character. Thank you. So, anyways, yeah, I really got nothing else to say, so one of my recommendations is just watch it, but if you're also going to watch Naked Gun, I suggest you also watch this one too, and this one at the same day. Why? We're not reviewing Naked Gun, we'll do that next, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna give this a rating, go watch it. Yeah, go watch it, a rating in this is 7. Pretty much the same score as the last one. Yep, because they're interchangeable. You can switch between the first one or the second one, I just don't know, it's a worthy sequel nonetheless. But at least I got us a cool badass poster. And that's all you needed. So, anyways, I'm gonna go. You wanna go now? Yeah, I'm going now. I don't know what they're gonna do with the bad guys, but I'm gonna have to have a try with the earlier. Well, looks like the bad guys are still there. Yep, I guess. Well, I'm right here. Well, what are we gonna do now? I don't know, let's see what they think. Yeah, I wanna know what they think. Well, obviously, it ain't bad, but, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I am okay with it. Well, guys, I gotta go now. I'm gonna see you guys in the Zootopia review. So, I'm gonna be waiting Judy Hopps to see, so I'm gonna see you soon enough. What the hell just happened? I don't know. Weird. Anyways, I'm just gonna... I don't know. Yeah, I'm just not gonna question it, so... I'm gonna go get my gun.